Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's second down. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama, and he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo gives to Breida.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, look now at the defensive starters for the Saints. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Intercepted by the Saints.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Pass incomplete.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call a wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They go counter with Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll toss it to Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing, Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Murray. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
13 yards. And the Saints.
Bridgewater on first down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is Cook with the grab. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL, That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Throwing is Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Eric Armstead with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Now Lutz for the field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 70 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
This is Breida.
At their 49-yard line.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breida. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go. Me and you all day.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Complete to Kendrick Ward.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Bridgewater now. That's complete to Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Here's Allen, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
I can't believe they let you play.
Throwing on second and 14. Bridgewater completes this one to Meredith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Murray. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 40 now on second down. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down, Murray. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder, in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Garoppolo hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 30 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Bridgewater. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Bridgewater again. He gets it to Thomas. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the 2nd quarter. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Rip left, rip left.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
47's the mic.
Play action, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Allen. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Bridgewater. Going with a screen for Murray. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's kept them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that, too, the team effort, because when I was growing up, one guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
And spreading the wealth has been very effective. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Check, 47. We own them. We own them.
Garoppolo on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Push him back. Watch twist.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Stop by Marcus Davenport. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass, incomplete. Intended for Kendrick Ward.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, here's pressure, and the Saints block it. And they'll wind up taking over in their own territory inside the 35-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Again has it complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here's Bridgewater. And incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the draw play, Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset. Confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 5.
Again, it's Murray. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the counter with Murray. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That's Ryan Ramczyk, the former first-round pick. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big run that time by Murray, 71 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Let's go, D.
Now a carry for Allen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Throwing is Bridgewater. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, get his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
13 yards there and a Niner first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, his second sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Garoppolo now. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Niners on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo. And he hits his man, Matthews.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He finds Matthews. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Bridgewater on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Bridgewater now. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? And again, it's Bridgewater. And that's caught by Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip right. Rip right.
First down, Bridgewater. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A toss to Murray. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashard Matthews there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
26, right there, 56. I want that.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man is born. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. This one to Bourne out on the left side. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Powers through. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
They're running it. Check.
Now Allen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 31-28, 47 seconds remaining. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. His throw incomplete. Matthews unable to hang on, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 47. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.